everybody, happy Wednesday. Today I was hoping to do a lesson on the human body. I know before we left school we were talking about it a lot, and a lot of people were interested because when you're learning about the human body, you're learning about yourself. And even though we might look different all on the outside, on the inside, we're pretty much the same. We all have hearts, lungs, brains, skeletons, and I think it's super cool. So today, to do this project, there's some things from around the house that you're going to need. 1, piece of paper. 2, something to draw with and color with. I have crayons. I also have a marker so that I can draw my lines that I'm going to color in with my crayons. But you don't have to use the marker if you don't want to. I chose a marker to help you see what I'm doing on my paper. You're going to need some scissors. You see how I'm holding the scissors? When you grab scissors and walk back to your table, you hold this down like that so that you don't get hurt. And you're also going to need some Q-tips. We're going to pretend these are parts of the skeleton. Now, if you don't have Q-tips, that's okay. You can use toothpicks. You can take little pieces of paper. You can be creative and use your brain and find things in your house that you can use if you don't have a Q-tip, okay? Now, when I do my project, I want to start by making the outline of my person. So I'm going to take my marker here, and I'm going to draw a circle for the head on my piece of paper here. Here's my circle, okay? That's where my head's going to be. And now I need to draw the neck. I'm going to make a little square. I have my neck. Now I need my body, my torso, where my lungs are, my intestines are, my stomach is. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now I know you guys are good with your shape. So you know circle, you know square, and you know rectangle. Ding. Now is my person done? No, because I still need 2 legs, 2 feet, 2 arms, and 2 hands. So I'm going to need some more rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my legs and my feet. And here, let's give some toes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5 is 10. You should have 10 toes all together. Now I'm going to draw some more shapes for arms. Ready? Some squares for hands. And I'm going to need 10 more fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I have my person. And now I am ready to start, okay? Now the first thing I want to do on my person is I want to draw what's up here in the head. And yes, there's eyes and there's nose and there's a mouth, but behind all that, right? Behind all that, you have something special up here that lets you think. Do you remember what it's called? It starts with a brain. Here, in my book, I have a book. Here's your brain, right? And it's behind your skull, which acts like a helmet to protect it. Now, I think your brain is super important, and it's my favorite part of the human body because it controls everything. Your heart can't pump. It can't move without your brain. Your muscles can't work without your brain. Nothing works without your brain. So up here, I'm going to draw my brain. Now, I remember before a break, I was telling some friends that you actually have 2 brains in your head. One on one side, one on the other, and they control different parts of your body, and that they talk to each other. You can draw your brain how you would like to. This is how I'm drawing mine. Now, as we draw, you are welcome to color too. I have my crayons, and I'm going to pick pink. I'm going to color in my brain. I think it's so much more fun when it is colorful. Here we go. Ta-da! Now, your brain is super important and it controls certain things, like your heart. Now, we know hearts to look a little bit like this, right? That's not actually how your heart looks in your body. Your heart is kind of like the size of your fist, and it looks very similar to your fist too. Here's a picture. That's the shape of the heart. And it's right around the middle of your chest, right between your lungs. Now I'm going to draw a heart. It's up to you how you would like to draw it. Even though the heart usually looks like this, looks like that, I am going to make a heart shape that we usually do for art. And the reason is there's so many organs, I don't want my heart getting lost in all the jumble. So I'm going to put a heart like that. And I'm going to take my red crayon and I'm going to just color it in. Ta-da! Like that. Now I did say your heart is nestled, which means it's nice and safe. It's nestled between your lungs. Here's your lungs. You see you have two of them. And if you remember, your heart pumps blood, but your lungs let you breathe, right? They take in all the air that your blood now needs to pump around your body. So they kind of need to work like a team here. So I'm going to take actually a blue crayon, because when I think of the air, I think of blue. And I'm going to color it in after, I forgot to draw them, after I draw my lungs. 1, 2. Here are my lungs. Now, before I do all my digestion organs, some friends, we were talking about how you have a diaphragm. It's like a trampoline right here. Your lungs kind of jump on a trampoline all day, and that helps them to open and close to suck in more air. And it also helps separate your lungs from your organs on the inside. Now here, these are all things you need to eat food, and that goes down in your belly, right? Now we've talked about a lot of these. Your intestines, right? Your stomach, and you have your liver. Now, I know some friends really liked our conversation about the liver, and I'm going to tell you why. When we were talking about the liver, and while we talk about it, I'm going to draw it right here. While we were talking about the liver, we were saying how the liver is almost like a jail with police officers. Because when something bad gets inside your body, your liver traps it. It traps it so that it doesn't go and it doesn't hurt you. So I'm going to do my liver right here, and I'm going to color it brown. Your liver is so super important. That's why it's important to drink lots of water too, so your liver stays nice and healthy, so that it can keep trapping all the bad things in your body and keeping you nice and healthy. And right next to my liver is my stomach. Now we all know our stomach, right? Because when you eat food, it goes in your mouth, down your esophagus, and into your stomach, right? Goes down and into your stomach. I've made my stomach orange over here. And then it's got to travel through all your small intestines and your large intestine. And that's how your body finishes eating all its food, digesting all its food. And then, yes, we were also talking about how then you have to go to the bathroom, because your body takes all the healthy stuff, all the vitamins, all the nutrients, all the good stuff out of your food. And then there's some parts of it your body doesn't want because it's yucky. And that's why we go to the bathroom. And it's so important to use the potty and not forget. Because it's all yucky stuff your body doesn't need and your body doesn't want. It took all the vitamins, it took all the good stuff. And now you can be nice and healthy, right? So I drew my insides. That's what I wanted to do today. But what I really wanted to do was I wanted to make the skeleton. And what we've talked about is how the skeleton, the bones, are super important for protecting all this stuff and helping us stand up. If we didn't have our bones, all these squishy little things in our body would get hurt. Our brain, what would act like a helmet so that we could keep thinking with our brain? Our heart, what would protect our heart so that our blood could pump? What would protect our lungs so we could breathe? What would protect our stomach right here so we could eat our food? And what would protect our liver so we could trap all the yucky stuff in our body? And what would protect our intestines so that we could really take in all that good stuff and let all the bad stuff out? We need something super important, and that's our bones. We need so many bones in our body. I'm going to go back to my picture of my skeleton. Right here, I have my picture of my skeleton, right? Look at that. All those bones hold you up and protect your head, right? My skull. Isn't that a cool picture? Your skull's attached to your spine. See your skull? Now your spine runs down your back. If you take your hand and run it down your back, you'll feel all these bumps. That's your vertebrae. That's your spine. These books have spines too, right here. A spine holds you together and keeps you standing up. Books have spines. People have spines. Animals have spines. You have bones in your hand. Look at all these little bones. It's so cool, isn't it? And you have bones that are connected too, right? They're not just one big bone. How would you bend it? Bones are too hard. My arm can bend because my bones are attached here at something I call a joint. Just like this picture here and this picture here. More than one bone can come together and work as a team. We always talk about in school how it's so important to work as a team, and our body works as a team too. So now while we keep chatting a little bit, I am going to take out some Q-tips like this, and I'm going to very carefully use my scissors to cut them as close to the middle, halfway as possible. Okay? Now, I'm making sure my fingers are not between the scissors. And I'm cutting. See, my fingers are not next to it. Now, if you're cutting these and you're finding it's difficult, because sometimes, depending on what kind of Q-tips you have, it could be hard. You can ask a grown-up to help you cut them, okay? Because we don't want your fingers getting hurt. If you have an older brother or sister, maybe you can ask them, or you can ask for mommy or daddy, or a babysitter who's ever with you, saying that you need some help with these Q-tips. Now, I've cut a lot of Q-tips, and now I need to glue them. Ooh. I think I forgot to tell you at the beginning of this, if you want to glue the Q-tips or toothpicks, whatever you're choosing, you're going to need some glue. I have some glue up here. Ding! So here's my person. Look at all those organs on the inside. Now I need some bones. Here's my glue stick. Now I'm going to decide where I want to put them. First, I want to protect all these organs. I'm going to put glue like this so that I can put my rib cage. You got your rib cage here. We felt those bones in school too. Now I'm going to take my Q-tips and I'm going to glue them right over. Ta-da! My rib cage. Now I want to make my leg bone. Ta-da! Now here's my joint. Look, that's where my knee is. That's where they bend. I need my foot bone. Ta-da! Now I want to put my spine here too because it's all gooey in the middle. I want to be able to sit up and stand. I'm going to put a bone there. I need to do my arms. And now I need to do my skull. Protect my brain. Ta-da! Look, I made my person. I drew my organs. And then I put my skeleton. How cool is that? All right, friends, I'm going to go. I had so much fun making this with you. And I can't wait to see if you guys do your own human body at home. Bye.